Hi guys, it is 2:06, almost 2:07 p.m. Glare from my computer screen. I'm working today. Today's a funeral for a member of our church. I may have mentioned it yesterday. I don't know. I found out she's younger than me actually, but Pete and Pam they're done with the funeral. They're having the luncheon at the church in St. Helen. I stayed here because I'm working. If I wasn't working, of course, I would have gone. Also, I just finished my own lunch. For lunch, I cut up some bacon into pieces and fried it with some of that cauliflower that I had cleaned and cut up into little florets the other day. Fried it all together. It was really good. I have a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to get done today, but as often happens, and it's just a stroke thing, but as often happens, if I have a bunch of stuff that I want to get done, they like tumble over each other and I don't accomplish any of them. I was trying to keep it down to 2 things a day. I thought maybe then at least I'll accomplish 2 things in a day. I mean, I'm pretty much like I am, at least people have told me, but there are just parts of my life that don't show up on here. Another part of my life apparently is the neck support because everybody asked about it. That's not anything new. I had explained in a video, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, that probably from the arthritis in my spine, my head, instead of sitting straight on my neck, pretend my nose is my spine because I have to hold my camera. Instead of sitting straight on my neck like it's supposed to, it is sitting way forward. It's like the back of my skull is even with my spine instead of here. It gives me a lot of grief. It's just part of the arthritis stuff. Yesterday, I turned my head fast and I felt something grind and pop in there. And then it was very painful. So just adding the support helps. And I do wear it. I mean, that's nothing new, and it's nothing that's, like I didn't get injured or whatever. It's just part of this whole spinal thing that I deal with. So it's not a big deal. I was going to make a separate video for this, but I'll just include it in here. Nikki, you had asked about, the whole, losing weight, like I'm not eating enough calories maybe. For one thing, I only eat when I'm hungry, and I don't get hungry till mid-afternoon. Like now, I just finished eating. And then, then we eat dinner later in the evening, or sometimes not. Sometimes I'm not hungry in the evening. So I usually have 1 or 2 meals a day, and I don't want any more food than that, so I don't eat any more food than that. But it isn't about the calories anyway. When I lost that 90 pounds in 5 months, when I first started eating low carb, high fat in 2004, I was consuming between 3,000 and 3,500 calories a day. I did not exercise. I just led my regular sitting at the computer all day working and then making dinner and doing whatever in the evening. And I was losing, like I say, 5 months. Now, I can't do the math in my head, 90 pounds. So I was losing at a good clip. Calories are not all equal. Fat calories are burned quickly by the body, and they stoke the body to burn stored fat. Carbohydrate calories increase insulin, which tells your body store fat, store more fat. So if I ate half as many calories, but they were carbohydrate calories, or mostly carbohydrate calories, I would gain at least as fast as what one loses when one is eating fat calories. That's why I've been trying to incorporate a few more carbohydrate calories, or carbohydrates. I don't count the calories anymore. I mean, I haven't for years, but that's why I try to include a little bit of carbohydrate every day to try and slow down the weight loss. And I think I'm finally getting to a point where it's balancing out now. Oh yeah, and one other little thing is that controlling the pain and inflammation in my spine as well as other places, but mostly it's the whole spine thing, spine, neck, jaw, is that if I eat too many carbohydrates, sugar causes inflammation. And so I got to keep the inflammation down to keep the pain down. So if I eat starches, sugars, carbohydrates, then too much, then of course the pain levels go up. So it's trying to find a balance. My big project that I've been working on for a long time, I plan to finish today. If I do nothing else, I don't have Pete here to be my brain for me, as he usually is, as he's constantly throughout the day reminding me of things or pointing me in the right direction or whatever, or yelling, "Squirrel!" So, but I am trying to pretty single-mindedly just work on this project so I can get it done. It's been snowing all day. Let me look outside. I haven't opened this curtain yet. Oh, wow. Yeah, lots of snow. We've gotten a lot of snow. A lot of snow. I didn't know that. Pete just texted that they're on their way back. It's almost 3 o'clock now. And I remember the other thing I wanted to tell you about Chuy. Chuy. I said, Chuy. Chuy. He's so cute. Night before last, no, it was the night before that, Pete and I were in the bedroom watching TV, and so we decided to let him in, not to sleep with us that night, but just to watch TV and see how he did. Like I said, he's gotten a lot more, I don't want to say submissive, because he's not really that. He skips right over submissive and goes straight to cowering because of whatever was in his past life. So I don't want to use this term submissive, but he is much more respectful, I guess, of me. And so, okay, well, while we're sitting on the bed watching TV, we let him come in. And at first, he kind of crept in on his belly. He did that army crawl thing because I guess he thinks he thought he was going to get in trouble for coming in the bedroom. So we called him in there and just let him come in on his own. But we made sure that we told him it was okay, which really was necessary because otherwise he wouldn't come in. The night before last, he was sitting out here shaking a lot. His belly seemed distended to me. He probably just had the collywobbles, but he didn't want to be messed with, and so I was a little concerned about him. So we went to bed, and I left the gate down, and I called him and told him he could come in the bedroom, and I wanted him to sleep with us so I could keep an eye on him through the night. But again, I called him in. It was up to me. It wasn't his choice. Last night, we went to bed, and he was confused. He didn't know whether he was allowed in the bedroom. He didn't know if he wasn't allowed in the bedroom. So when we went to bed, we left the gate down, but he never came in. He sat or laid like he is now, right where he lays on the couch, and just looked at us. Because over the last couple of weeks, when he hasn't been allowed in the bedroom, whether the gate was up or down, he has learned not to go in there. So we had let him in there the night before when he was sick, and the night before to watch TV with us. But then we, told him to go back out here when it was time to sleep the night before, which he did fine, no problem. So now he's kind of at a spot where he knows that he can only go in the bedroom if he's invited. And if he's disinvited, he has to leave immediately. And over the last couple nights, he's proven that he does indeed know that. So last night when he was just sitting out here watching us, wondering if he was going to be invited or not, I left him out here for a while. I didn't say a word, and he just stayed out on the couch. While I edited my video and got it started uploading, and I took all my pills and all that stuff at bedtime. He just was, he just stayed out here. Then after I decided, after it was probably half hour, 45 minutes, I said, okay, I called him in there, and he came right in. So it's cool. I think we've hit a happy medium now where he knows he can only come in if he's invited. And he has to leave as soon as he's told to leave. And he's being as usual, excellent at it. He is really, really come around so well, being the only dog, getting all the attention and getting all the, we've had a lot more time to work with him without the distraction of another dog, so he's just really coming around. Aren't you, Chuy? Is he a good boy, Chuy? Yes, he's a good boy. He says, I don't know if that's a T-R-E-A-T, good boy, or if it's just a good boy because I'm Chuy, the good boy. Oh, Chuy. I'll see you guys later. Hi, guys. All you've seen today is my face, I think. I had Chuy on there a little bit, but for the most part, you've just seen my face talking and talking. So I'm just going to say goodnight. It is 11:16, and I finished my project tonight. So tomorrow, no plans. Today spiraled way out of control mentally. After Pete got home, he took a nap, and once he got up, I had accomplished nothing because I was frozen, because the whole brain thing. I still want my old brain back, my pre-stroke brain. But when he got up, he helped me figure it all out, and I was able to finish my project. And he helped me with some other stuff. I was spinning around, so. You guys don't get to see all that. So I hope you guys all have a great hump day. And, I'll see you then. So take care. God bless and good night.